Hi there, it's Mark from Third Shot Sports. I am in a hot tub. One of the common beliefs in pickleball is that it's really smart to hit your return of serve down the center of the court. Now people think this is smart for one of two reasons. One, their opponents might get confused. That ball goes down the middle and partner A thinks they're going to take it, partner B thinks they're going to take it, and together they collide and trouble. Or partner A and B each think the other one's going to take it, and then they both watch that ball go through the middle of the court. But here's the thing. Let's say that happened to you. What conversation would you have with your partner right after? Obviously you'd say, hey, next time that happens, who's going to take it? So at best, that strategy of hitting down the center of the court on the return of serve works once. With better teams, by the way, they don't wait till they lose a point. They make the plan in advance. The second reason people think it's a good idea to return down the center is that you have a wider margin for error. And that's true. The court is 20 feet wide, so if you aim down the center of the court, you could be off by 10 feet either to the left or to the right, and that ball is still landing in play, which is great. But what are the downsides to hitting to the center? Well, the main one is that you give your opponents all the power. Let's imagine I'm playing with a really weak partner. Let's imagine my partner is a plastic chair. Now let's imagine that my opponents hit their return of serve right down the center of the court 100 times in our match. Out of those 100 returns, how many of them would force the plastic chair, the inanimate object, to hit the ball? 0, 0, 0. 100% of the time, the stronger player, the human being on the court, the one who could actually make a shot, gets the opportunity to play the ball. Even if my opponents hit a foot or two off of the center, I can still get that ball if I really want to. A better play, if you're returning serve, is to try to force the weaker of the opponents to hit the ball. In this case, the plastic chair. If you can aim your return to the one sideline or the other, the weaker opponent will have to play the next shot, which is good for you. Now, of course, there's a better chance that you're going to miss, that you're going to make an error. But that's why we practice. That's why we learn how to control the direction of the ball so we can hit where we want and make the weaker player play. In this 5-0 match, Corinne Carr is the target player. The returners are trying to get it to her. Here, because they aim near the sideline, they're successful, and she has to play the next shot. Here she is again, this time on the left side of the court. Notice her partner, Simone Jardim, is really close to the center. She's hunting for a ball down the middle. But because the return is well cross-court and near the sideline, they're able to get it to the target player. But even the best players don't always hit their targets. In this case, the return of serve goes down the center of the court, allowing Simone to take the ball that she wants. The returners learned their lesson and made sure to aim nearer to the sideline to get it to the target player, in this case, Corinne Carr. So my advice to you is stop aiming down the center of the court. Almost always you have one opponent who's weaker than the other when it comes to playing third shots. So use your return as an opportunity to make their weaker partner play the next shot. You'd be amazed how many free points you can win that way. I'd love to know what you think about this. Send me an email, mark@thirdshotsports.com. Comment on our Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and of course at thirdshotsports.com. Thanks as always to our friends over at Selkirk Sport. I don't have one of their paddles right now, but I do have their cool hat. You should get a hat like that and try out their paddles. See you next time.